guys. I hope everybody's having an awesome morning. Right now it is 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, and I'm getting ready to do my first crochet along. So, about a year ago or so, give or take, I had talked about doing a tutorial on the fairy glass cardigan that is a free pattern available at garnstudio.com, and I just haven't been able to get around to it. I'm going to sit down and do it this time now. This tutorial is going to be a crochet along. I'm going to have to break it up into several videos just because it is such a big project. And I hope you guys really like it. Definitely, for sure, let me know what you guys think. Once it's all said and done, I'll put the entire tutorial into one video, and then maybe put the other videos into a playlist. I'm not really sure. Y'all can let me know which you would prefer, to have me make one really big long video out of all of the crochet along videos, or just put all the crochet along videos in a playlist. Like I said, this is my first time doing a crochet along, so you know. Anyways, let's get to it. Okay, guys, so I have a printed copy of the pattern here. Now, I have permission from Garn Studios to do video tutorials on their free patterns. This particular one is available in 3 sizes. Today I'm going to be doing the small to medium, which requires about 650 grams of Drops Baby Merino. Now, I don't have any of this Drops Baby Merino. I will actually be using a substitute, just because, to be perfectly honest, in the States, this seems to be a hard yarn to find unless you order it directly from Garn Studio. And it's not a cheap one either, to be honest. On their website, they do have a chart that shows you what yarn group A is, and, you know, different alternative yarns. I am using my little raccoon crochet hook. It's a 3.5 millimeter. If you're interested in this hook or any hooks like it, I will leave the link to the Etsy shop where I got this in the description box. This is just a boy hook head, and then the handle is hand sculpted. You can also choose from I believe it's clover and tulip metal hooks, and you know, she sculpts the handle on with clay. You can see Kiwi has already nicked it. So yeah, these hooks are actually one of my obsessions, my recent obsessions. Anyways, so turning the page here, this pattern has some written instructions, and it is quite a few pages long. However, to actually work this pattern up, you have to be able to read a diagram. So these are going to be double crochets. I believe that's a treble crochet. Did it not print out? There it is. I was wondering where my so each one of these symbols equals a certain stitch. This pattern is written in US terms, so to be able to make this cardigan, you have to be able to work from from a diagram. There are written instructions, but it's not, the pattern is not like written out. It'll just tell you, you know, work round, second round in A4. Well, then you'd have to find A4 and you would work that section of the diagram. And so like this symbol here is a treble crochet around a chain space. That's what these are. These right here. One double crochet in the stitch. That's what this little kind of cross sign is. And it can get confusing. So, you know, there is another portion of the diagram. There's A4 that it was mentioning. I guess I could pull the page down where you could actually see it. And of course, if you guys want to get the pattern online and follow along, that is linked in the description box below. Here is the other section of the diagram. But anyways, so that is what we're working from. And this cardigan is called the Fairy Glass Cardigan. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I'm sure it'll be in the title though when I go to upload this video. So since I don't have any drops baby merino, I am actually substituting for a cotton yarn. This is Cotton King's A World of Majestic yarn, twirls. It is 200 grams. I'm going to need a minimum of 650 grams to make a small. I do have 2 cakes of this, and then the sleeves I am planning on doing in a solid gray color. This colorway is number 49, and it is a 2-weight. I got this from Hobie, I don't know, last year, a couple years ago, when it was on sale. So that's the yarn that I'll be using, but like I said, you can use the Drops Baby Merino, or you can substitute for something else, for a different 2-weight. You could even, you know, it does give you a gauge here. Where's it at? I seen it earlier. So it does give you a gauge, 22 treble crochets by 8 rows. So I mean, if you know how to use gauge to change your yarn, you could do that. Personally, I never do that. I just find a yarn that I'll substitute it for, because I don't like doing gauge swatches. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so it says here that the jacket is worked in the round. So the body of the jacket is worked in the round. It says, work a magic circle, see explanation above, on your 3.5 millimeter hook, then work according to A1. Note, first round in A1 is explained below magic circle. Work 4 repetitions of A1B in the round on every round. Okay, so we're going to pause right there. We're going to go find the diagram for A1. Okay, so if you look, this is the diagram for A1, and this is the diagram for A1B. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working 4 repetitions of this diagram. So starting with a magic ring, see. Where is my... There it is, my diagram explanations, or my... So, in the first round, so this little star right here is where the round, well, it says where the round has already been worked, but that's where we're going to start. And this circle here is going to be our magic ring. And then this is our first row. And it is all treble crochets. So if we're working this section 4 times, there should be, I would think, 16 double crochets, treble crochets in this first round here. Now, let me check to make sure. Because 4 repetitions times 4 trebles, that would be 16. A1 shows how round begins and ends. When A1 has been worked, there are 28 groups of treble crochets. 56 trebles crochets on the round. That's this last row here. So, since it's a treble, we're going to make this magic ring smaller first. That's what we're going to do. Since it's a treble, we're going to chain 4. 3 and 4, and we're going to count this chain 4 as the first treble stitch. So two, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. 3, 4. Okay, so that is your first repetition, and you're going to do that 3 more times, which will give you a total of 16 trebles in your magic ring. So 5, one second, guys. Sorry, guys. I had been getting called down to go eat breakfast. Okay, so I've already got my 16 treble crochets in my magic ring, and I've joined it with a slip stitch. I've joined the round with a slip stitch to the top of the first chain. And so for the next round, yeah, so you're going to join it to the top of your chain 4, your starting chain. And then, maybe I should have taken that stitch out. And then for the next row, you're going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're going to skip one stitch. So skipping this stitch here, we're going to double crochet into the next one. And then you're going to chain 4, skip one stitch, and double crochet into the next stitch. Just like that. Chain 4, skip one stitch, double crochet into the next. And you're going to continue to do that all the way around till you get here. And I'll meet back up with you guys when I get all the way around. Okay, so back at the end of my round. So I'm going to chain 4. And then I'm going to slip stitch into the third chain of the starting chain. So 1, 2, 3. If I can get it in there without the yarn splitting. There we go. So that is what the project looks like after the second row, or second round. For round 3, and it still ended up, I don't know if you guys can see that, it did split a little bit. For the next round, round 3, we're going to slip stitch into the chain 4 space, and we're going to chain up 4, 2, 3, 4, and then we are going to put 5 treble crochets into this chain 4 space, because this chain 4 here is going to count as our first treble. So total we'll have 6 trebles in this first chain 1 space, or this first chain 4 space. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 trebles in this first chain space here. Now we're going to jump over to the next chain space and put another 6. Another 6 trebles. How many is that? That's 5. I need one more. So for this round, that's a sequence that you're going to go ahead and continue doing. You're just putting 6 trebles in each one of these chain 4 spaces all the way around. And I will meet back up with you guys as soon as I get to the end of my round. Okay, I'm back and I have completed my round with 6 trebles in each chain space. So I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch into the top of my beginning chain. Okay, so I'll have to weave in this tail later, but so for the next round we're going to chain up 3, 2 and 3, and that's going to count as our first double crochet. And we're going to do a double crochet increase, so we're going to put one more double crochet in the same stitch. Just like that. And then you're going to place one double crochet in the next 5 stitches. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're going to repeat that sequence all the way around. So the next one we will increase, placing 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And then we're going to place 1 double crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to continue to do that all the way around, and I'll meet back up with you guys when I get to the end of the round. Okay, so this is what it'll look like after round 4. I'm at the end of my round, so I'm going to slip stitch to the top of my beginning chain 3. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm trying really hard to stay in frame, guys. I'm sorry. So for the next round, we're going to chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to count as our first double crochet plus a chain 2. And we're going to skip 1 stitch and place a double crochet into the next stitch. So skipping this one, we're going to go into that 3rd stitch, just like that. And we're going to be making these little chain spaces. So we're going to chain 2, skip a stitch, and then double crochet into the next. Chain 2, skip a stitch, double crochet into the next. And you're just going to do that all the way around. And I'll meet back up with you guys when I get to the end of round 5. Okay, so after, what is this, round 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, no, round 5. You should have 28 chain 2 spaces going all the way around. I actually currently have 27 because I still have to join my round, so I'm going to chain 2. And then I'm going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain at the beginning of the round. So 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And it'll look like this. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so for round 6, we are going to slip stitch into the first chain 2 space, and we're going to chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this counts as 1 treble stitch plus a chain 1. So we're going to put another treble stitch into the same chain space. Like that. And we're going to go all the way around here, placing 1 treble, a chain 1, and another treble in each of those 28 chain spaces. So basically what you're doing is a treble V-stitch in each of these chain 2 spaces, and you're going to do that all the way around. And then of course you'll slip stitch to join when you get back to the beginning of your round, and I will meet back up with you guys when I get there. Okay, so this is what it looks like after round 6, and you can see it's curling up a little bit, but as the piece grows that will flatten out. I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch to join this last round. One, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to slip stitch into the 4th chain of your starting chain to join this round. And you should have 28 treble V stitches. So 1 treble V stitch for each one of the spaces in round 5. And like I said, it is going to curl just a little bit, but as you know, you add rounds, it will lay flat. And I think that's all I'm going to do for this particular video. Okay guys, so that's part 1 of my fairy glass cardigan tutorial. It's only the first 6 rounds of the jacket. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to take some time to check out Garn Studio. This pattern was actually designed by Garn Studio, and I'll link everything in the description box. And I guess I will see you guys in my next video, which may or may not be part 2. I really don't have a schedule planned for when I'll be releasing the videos that go along with this tutorial. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. don't forget to let me know whether or not you guys would like to see this done as one big tutorial as well, or if you'd rather it just be the separate videos saved into a playlist. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.